Hello, hello. I am Don Dayglow and I have a new toy to play with sitting right here. It's the Tascam 688 MidiStudio 8-track cassette recorder. And the reason it's cool is that you multi-track tape records, but it's also a perfectly serviceable, that's bad camera work. It's a perfectly serviceable mixing desk. In fact, it's really good. It sounds creamy and warm and beautiful. It's very complicated for me. I'm not finding it easy to just rock up and use, but one of the reasons that I bought it was for the tape tracking ability, and the other was just, you know, as a nice sounding mixer. It sort of fulfills both things, because I'm not always going to want to track to tape. Some of my stuff isn't going to suit that, but anyway, what I want to basically do is talk about recording a track from Ableton, which is sort of already recorded, straight into tape, just to get that tape warmth and then bounce it back into Ableton. We'll talk about how to do that right now. All right, so first of all, we'll start with the Tascam. Now, so let's just explain the setup, because I've just achieved this. It took me a little while to figure out, and I did make some mistakes. I had loads of buzzing and hums and stuff. It's basically because this is a patch bay, and this patch bay can be routed to all sorts of places. Your inputs can be line, tape, mic. You've got a dual input, which can turn this into a 20-channel mixing desk as well, which I haven't quite figured out, if I'm honest. So this is basically set up like a normal mixer without any subrouting. Then I've got these two channels here, 9 and 10, which cannot go to the cassette deck unless they're routed to, because it's an 8-track cassette recorder. So 9 and 10, I'm like, right, I need you don't have your own dedicated channels because there's a limit of 8. So I've decided to send these to 5 and 6, and that's channels 5 and 6 here, which is fine. So basically what that means is these two in 9 and 10 are actually assigned to 5 and 6, and they will do the recording there. This is useful if you want to overdub stuff and you're already multi-tracking along all that. Sorry, just ran out of space on my phone. Right, so let's try recording. So I've got my Ableton here, and that's routed into the SSL2. I've turned things up quite a lot because you want a lot of volume being sent into the tape to minimize the amount of hiss that enters the recording chain. So record, like any old tape player, record is going now, and we will see what happens. So I'm pressing play, and you can see those lovely LEDs lighting up. See, that's channel 5 and 6, recording from 9 and 10, just there like that. Doesn't it look beautiful? And let's come back in a second with the recording. Right, lovely. So the recording's done. I've rewound it, returned to 0, and now I have just set my inputs in on Ableton. I'm confident enough just to start recording. Of course, all I've had to do is go straight from my monitor out straight into the SSL2 ins here. So I'm just picking it up like I would any other signal. Now let's hit record. Once it's going. Okay, now we're going. Right, press play. You should be able to hear it over the monitors while it records in, and it all should look nice enough. There we go. Bit of signal coming in. Oh, it's all on the left-hand side. Oh, no, it's not. That's just the way the music goes. Right, so we've got this recording, right, and it's back into Ableton now, straight from Tascam. And we're doing an A/B test of what the difference between the original recording that going into the tape deck and then recorded to tape. And as I A and B these recordings, you can even see in the waveform, but you can see how different it is. You can hear hear it, it's just a tangible, there's a bit of hiss, there's a bit of buzz, I mean, it's recorded at a slightly different speed because of the cassette mechanism, so it's not exactly, it's nowhere near the same as the original. It's different, and that's what we want sometimes. That's what this sort of tape character is, and it's something that is extremely hard to really realistically emulate or bring about with software. I mean, I've already chucked a ton of saturation and warmifying goodness at the original. I mean, it's all made with analog synths and stuff, so it's like, you know, it's as warm as it can be, and yet this tape saturation just adds something extra. So anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'm gonna keep playing with this thing and see what I can come up with. So yeah, if anyone has any questions about the MidiStudio or tape recording in general, or wants to tell me some things that I did wrong, because, you know, I've had it 2 days, I'm learning, then get in touch, and do subscribe to the channel, please.